This shit ain't for kids, bruh. What up everyone, it's your boy Xmanny87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends video, and what I have for you today is the fan channel exclusive Marvel Legends Classic Monster Venom action figure review. Before I get into everything, if you could please leave a like rating on the video, it'll help show your support for my channel and I greatly appreciate it. Now with that said, this figure comes with 0 accessories, so we'll just take a dive into the figure right away. And as you can see, this new Venom is a reuse of that Monster Venom Build-A-Figure mold from back in 2018, and I love this body mold when it first came out because I always wanted a big hulking, well, Monster Venom type. And this being the Matt Gargan one, I really wanted a repaint of a classic Eddie Brock Venom, and now I have just that, and I'm super stoked for this. As you can see the two side by side, you can see that this Matt Gargan sports a more purplish metallic sheen type of deco, and it has a light, soft, white spider logo, whereas this one is the more traditional black color for Venom, but there are hints of blue shading throughout, and we'll take a closer look at that. But yeah, and it made me wish that this newer Venom would have some sort of accessory, but I think I found a way to make an accessory work, and I'll show you that in a few. But in the meantime, let's take a closer look at this newer Eddie Brock Monster Venom. Now, taking a closer look at the head sculpt, man, this thing is freaking sick. One of the best Venom head sculpts, if not the best Venom head sculpt that Hasbro has put out. You know, oh man, they really did a great job here. Going back to the Monster Venom, I was like, wow, this was, you know, the Build-A-Figure that I'm talking about, this was just freaking epic. But the one thing I will say that I noticed about this one is the teeth. Why did they paint the red over the teeth? As you can see from the original Monster Venom, the teeth are, you know, it's jagged right on the top. You know, you got the shape of the teeth, whereas this one is more flat. So I don't know what was the reason behind that choice. I don't like it. I like this more, but you know, I'll get over it. And then on the side here, you can see kind of like the tendons inside of the mouth. It's like the inside of his mouth always gets exposed on the side here, where the last one, it was a little bit darker. I think the original Bad Venom had a better paint job on the mouth section. This is a little bright, but hey, it's, you know, it's still good. I wish they gave us an alternate head. That would have been really cool. You know, something maybe where his mouth was closed, or, you know, just give us a head with an articulated jaw. That would have been cool, just to have something for him to, like, close. And he has this big underbite right here. Man, they could have made something work right here. The head size is pretty big enough to do that, but you still get those big white Venom eyes. And on the top of the head, you get some blue shading there, and you'll see that throughout, which I really like. And then going on to the chest, the torso area, which I think is the most important part in a Venom figure, is obviously that big iconic logo that we see here. And for the most part, I love that this is a nice solid white color. You could tell that they did multiple paint coatings for this, because it was always frustrating to run into multiple Venoms with a lot of the spider logos all messed up, or there was always some sort of paint bleed. And for the most part, man, I am happy with this, you know, all throughout. You know, you got the pincers or the fangs right there, and you got the legs coming down across the torso there, and you get the big spider butt right there, and the little, you know, whatever they're freaking called, butt fangs. Looking at the back, you still see on the back part, it is very solid. And in the box, this back torso piece is separate, so you need to, you know, connect it. But yeah, look at that. It's just clean overall. I'm very happy with that. And you get some blue shading on the Venom boobs right there. And then you get some more blue shading right here on this lower torso area. And then it creeps down almost to his pelvic region. Looking at the arms, you get the blue shading right there on the deltoid muscle. I really dig this blue shading. It's something I've been wanting on a Marvel Legends Venom figure. I'm just happy with how this came out. Obviously, he has this freakish roided up arm, and it's just really nice in design. On the hands here, you got black, and then you got the white patch right there, and you got some blue shading on the fingertips. So That's really cool. Wish he had an alternate hand, like a fist or something. On the other side of the arm, same thing. You get that same pattern, and you get some added tendrils. Well, you get one on the left bicep, right bicep here, and then you get one on the top of the left shoulder. And then, yeah, again, same pattern throughout. The hands and the white patch right there. On the back, you get these tendrils, which are pliable, and it's very solid for the most part. It is all black. There are no shades of blue. The only thing that is shaded blue are the back parts of the biceps, you know, the triceps and that area right there. And then looking down, you won't get any more of that blue shading until you hit the back of the knees right there. So weird parts to just add on the back. I really wish they at least did something more on the thigh areas than the back of the knees. Looking at the rest of the body, you get more of those freaking veins all throughout, which it looks so good. They did a great job here, and you get the blue shading in front of the thighs right there. Damn, overall, I'm so happy with the way this came out. Then you get some blue shading on his shin right there, and then on top of his feet. Just showing you that you could do a head swap between the two, but the colors are off. Man, this Venom tongue kissing looks creepy as shit. Now, to work around adding accessories for this guy, you can pop the head off, and if you have the Venom from the, the regular Venom from the Venom wave, and you have the Eddie Brock head, you can put the head on this body and it snaps on just fine, but it looks small AF, and you can take the extra whatever symbiote effect. So what I try to do is just, you know, kind of make it complement the rest of the body here to kind of hide how small his head is. But I don't know, man, you let me know how this looks. I mean, it does look small, but when you add this, kind of takes away how small the head looks. So it's just a workaround. Would have been dope if we had like a half Eddie Brock head, half Venom head, kind of like how that Marvel Selects head came out. That was really dope. So it would have been cool to see this here. What I found interesting was if you have the Marvel Selects Venom, the Disney Store exclusive one with this added spiky tendril piece, I ended up doing something where I kind of rested this on the tendrils, just kind of wrap it around here like so. It won't look right naturally when looking straight on, but if you play with some low camera angle perspectives, you can make it look good and, you know, just make it look seamless. I don't know, I think this looks pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, I'm really trying here, but I tried to take the Marvel Legends 12-inch symbiote Spider-Man figure and put the hand on this figure so I can get a close-fisted Venom hand, and it just doesn't work, man. It's still tiny. I tried. Damn baby hand. Now, to cover articulation with Venom, his head moves that far up, good for wall crawling poses. It moves that far down, which is not really down, it's more straight. And it moves left and right. It has some pivoting, but it does not rock around. His arms move that far up. Wish it had a butterfly joint for this. It'd be dope. Down, all around. He's got the shoulder swivel, bicep swivel, and he's got a single jointed elbow that bends in that far. Wrist swivel and wrist hinge. And one thing to note, when I move the arms back, the torso piece starts to separate. So I want to know if anyone else has that issue, because that's kind of annoying. I would have to push this in like so each time. Ab crunch that moves that far forward and that far back, so you don't get as much back as you do forward. He has a waist swivel. His legs move that far apart, so close to a full split, and moves that far up and not that much back. His upper thigh rocks around. He's got a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and heel to the Venom butt. Yay. He has a cut at the ankles, so it swivels. His ankles move up that far, down that low, and he does have ankle pivot. Now for some comparisons, here he is next to the Mezco Spider-Man. Here he is next to the Mayfek Spider-Man. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Symbiote Spider-Man. Here is Venom next to the Julia Carpenter Spider-Woman. Here he is next to Scream. Here he is next to Carnage. Here he is next to the first Venom Legends Build-A-Figure, the Space Venom. Here he is next to our regular-sized Hasbro Venom figure. And lastly, here he is next to Omega Red. And the reason why I compared Omega Red is because I've been saying it forever that Venom and Sabretooth should be redone in this body, as it is the perfect body mold to be in between the regular Venom and this monster Venom. I mean, look at the head on this and the tendrils, and just picture the Venom deco on this. Oh, it would look freaking perfect. I think the perfect opportunity to release a Venom in the Omega Red body mold would be in a Spider-Man vintage packaging. He would still look perfect even without the tendrils, but a Venom with butterfly joints like this, oh, perfect. Alright guys, and now to wrap things up, my final rating is a 9.5 out of 10. This is my favorite Marvel Legends Venom figure ever made to date. Eddie Brock will always be my main Venom, and this is something I've always wanted in a Venom figure, and that's a big ass badass Venom that's imposing and intimidating to gaze upon. Yeah, I'm bummed that he didn't come with either alternate hands or head, as it would have been a great opportunity to add them with this guy to really set him apart from the BAF. An opportunity missed by Hasbro for sure. But hey, there are some workarounds that you can improvise with what I showed you earlier. That aside, the paint and sculpt are to be highly praised as one of their best ever. My eyes take off like a pinball machine admiring the blue shading atop the solid black deco throughout, and the classic symbiote Venom logo is so iconic that it's just visually the icing on the cake for me. The articulation is pretty well rounded for a big figure. You can get him into solid poses for some good range of motion. So now I kick it back to you guys. What do you guys think? What would you like to see next for this body mold? I know there is rumors of a deluxe Toxin figure, which would be cool, but personally for me, I'd love to see an Ultimate Venom version since I never got that cool looking Marvel Selects one. Easy read deco here to have a dark purple mixed with some black wash, no logo on the chest, and a new comic representation of that head sculpt would be impressive, which will help bolster our Ultimate Spider-Man shelf, which is pretty light right now. So that was my review. Please drop a like rating on the video, comment, we'll chat about it. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, link is in the description below. Get your classic monster Venom at Big Bad Toy Store, link is in the description below. Share and subscribe if you're new. Enjoy the pics at the end of the video. See you on the next review. Peace, peace.